Okay, so this is a step-by-step process to pay for your Ebony Villas shares via your mobile phone and paying by credit or debit card. So from the registration screen here, you see step one. If you look further down the page, you'll see instructions to pay with card. If I just tap on that, if you read those instructions, the most important thing is using the same name and email address for the steps, because there are two steps. First step is the payment, second step is the registration. Use the same name and address details on both steps. And then once you've gone through step one, you can return to step two in this process, which is go through the registration process. If I just tap on step two here, it says click here to complete the Ebony Villas registration process, and there it's got the instructions. So once you've completed step one, which I'm going to reveal now, step one here is just follow the instructions. You click pay now first of all, and then follow those instructions. So I'm going to click pay now, and you will see the value as a bit more than 50 pence. You will see the 450 because this is my test account, so I'm just walking you through the process. So what you would do is, where it says payment options, choose an option. You will select payment in full. You can then add to cart. Add it to cart. The next page you'll see is the cart, of which you can update, change, delete. But what I want to do is proceed to checkout. So I'm going to tap proceed to checkout. And here are the billing details. You can put in your name, your full name, your address. Make sure it's your full address, and make sure that is duplicated on the registration form as well. I'm just putting in an address here. You can put the postcode in. Let me just finish this off. You put your phone number in. You put your email address in. Any additional information you want to add to it, and you keep scrolling down, and then you find the card details. You put the card details in. You put your expiry date, which is on the front of the card, your card code, which is the CVC code, which is on the back of the card. Enter that. You tap place order, follow the instructions from there, and then you'll get an email confirmation once the order is placed. And then once you've done that, then you just move on to step two of the form. And that is completing the registration form and paying for your Ebony Villas shares by mobile phone. Okay, so these are the steps to pay for your Ebony Villas shares via your desktop computer using your credit or debit card. From the registration page, I'm just going to walk through the instructions so you can see the instructions, and then walk through a test example of the payment process. So from the registration, step one, where you make payments and register, you have the instructions to pay with card. So if I click on that, here you can see it says you have to use the same name and email address throughout the entire registration process and follow the steps in order. So what we're doing here, we're going to choose a product in step 1 and then click Pay Now. Use a credit debit card. Once you've purchased your shares, you return to this page and go to step 2. And then once you're registered, you'll receive an email which will include further instructions. So step 1 is the payment. Step 2 is completing the registration form. Okay, so I'm going to go to step 1, where it's showing choose a product and click Pay Now. I'm going to go for payment in full. I'm going to click Pay Now. When you click Pay Now, it's going to take you to a screen where it will show you your Ebony Villas program. It will show you the full amount. This is my test screen, so it's not going to show the full 50. And you're going to choose an option here, which I'm going to say is payment in full. You then click Add to Cart. Once you've added it to cart, you can check that out. And then click on Proceed to Payment or Proceed to Checkout. Once you've clicked on Proceed to Checkout, Proceed to Payment, you can then start typing in your first and last name. To complete that. Once you have completed the your name and address, you then keep scrolling down. You can put a special note about the order if you want. Anything that you want to include in that, you put in there. If you keep scrolling down, you will then pay with your card. Once you put the numbers in there, make sure that it's correct. 16 digits, the expiry date, and then you put in your 3-digit CVC code, which is on the back of the card. You then click Place Order. Once you get confirmation of that, you will get an email and then return to step 2 to continue on with the registration process. And that completes the process of paying for your Ebony Villas shares with your card via your desktop computer.